Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Wednesday, December 3rd, 2025 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is remembering my light is part of the healing. So we have a busy moony day with the moon in Taurus doing a lot, making a lot of connections, and then moving into Gemini, pushing us closer to this full moon. So it's important to remember we've got a full moon building, and this full moon has a little bit of chaos vibes to it, as a full moon in Gemini often would have. So just remember that, and remember the watery energies, the feeling energies in the background, because anyone I spoke to today was really just having a lot of the feels moving through. And while it is not an exact grand trine right now, there's a little distance between the degrees of the water signs, they're still fully activated and close enough. And so the feels are going to keep rising. And as we build to the full moon, it's going to fuel the rising feels. So, it's not funny, but sometimes all you can do is laugh and be like, okay, here's where we're at. Moon in Taurus, making a lot of connections. We start with Mercury, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune as we move through the day. So moon opposite Mercury, newly direct, just starting to get a little forward momentum. This is where we're starting the day. And this can be a little bit of light versus shadow in the morning, leaning towards what you value, but there might be some mental fixation on things as you wake up in the day. Watch where you set and aim your mind. That's going to be part of this full moon energy. And even though the moon right now is in Taurus, see if you can lean into gratitude for what you value, leaning your focus into what you value. But if some of those shadows come up, this is part of Mercury's work in Scorpio, allowing yourself the time, space, and energy to look in it. Oh, I'm just looking at the cards, and I'm like, oh, that is reflected here for sure. So the moon's then going to connect to Jupiter, it's going to connect to Saturn, it's going to connect to Neptune. So we have some watery, muddy energy. Earth, moon in Taurus, plus the water of Jupiter in Cancer, Saturn in Pisces, and Neptune in Pisces. All of these energies, again, they might bring some emotional energies to the surface. I always think of mud as purification. I also think of it as like really slowing us down. While this energy is busy, we don't really get time for a void moon. It still might kind of slow you down, and it's meant to, so that you can be present with these energies that are coming up, that are moving up, to be felt, to be experienced, and to be seen. That's the second part of it. I had a friend from high school reach out and be like, what's happening astrologically, because all this stuff is happening, and this is a huge time of ending. There's a lot of karmic stuff that's up in the air. It's not very easy. This is not a very easy astrological time, and so just be very aware of that. And it's like, be present with it, and then also see where can you make the best of it, and where can you find the light in it. The sun is at 11 degrees Sagittarius today. There's a healing energy to it. There's a mastery to it. And part of it is like the acceptance of what is, but still the willingness to reach for more, to reach for good, to reach for your dreams, your goals, to plant the seeds. Oh, I posted such a beautiful Instagram thing that said, there's a seed popping open right now, convinced in the darkness that there is light to reach for, was basically the essence. Probably wasn't exactly that, but that's us. We're these seeds. It's dark. I know it's fall, but it's winter. It's dark in winter. And yet, and it's a crazy world, there is light to reach for. And it's remembering that and looking for that. That's part of our work with Sun in Sagittarius. And so this energy, even though there's mud, this mud is deeply fertilizing. Even if it's contrast, even if it's exactly what you don't want, it's helping emphasize this is what I want, and this is worth reaching for, and this is what I value and want to lean into. So keep that in mind through the day. Moon is also going to be connecting into Uranus. So it's interesting because I think the afternoon, it's going to go into that void moon. It's going to go into lazy cat. And then we're also going to have Uranus doing its thing. Moon conjunct Uranus. Now, the moon moves fairly fast. So these are short little transits that we're just kind of like zoom, buzzing by. Just like that. Zoom. But this energy could be triggering. I think it's going to be tired and wired. You're going to be like, I really need to rest, but I need to do something while I'm resting. So please be gentle with yourself. Be gentle with your system. See if there are calming teas or whatever, music, grounding that can help you in this energy. The moon shifting into Gemini is going to quicken the brain. And I want to remind you that we have an opportunity with this to work on honing our stories, our mental focus, the stories that we're telling out loud, but also the stories that we're telling within. And this is all part of this full moon energy coming in. And this is setting the scene for 2026. Now, 2026 is going to have some really interesting energies going on, but part of the interesting energy is going from the year of the snake to the year of the fire horse. Whew. That fire horse is ready to run. So knowing which direction you want to go, knowing how to take your aim, and knowing how to focus your brain with your aim is going to be helpful. So this is your opportunity. Now, the first connection, the moon in Gemini, enhancing the mind, emotion, story, energy within you. The first connection it makes is with Pluto. It's a trine. This is a happy connection. It's an easy connection, but it's Pluto. And so you might find some of the darker stories that you keep repeating within coming up within yourself. And this is an opportunity where you can say, yes, I have felt this way, but yet this is how I want to feel. This is how I know I can get myself to feel this way. And see where you can shift and change those stories. That's part of the energy, and the gift of Gemini is the gift of being able to change. This is also a great time if you are not feeling inspired by yourself. Gemini can be a great twin. So if there's somebody who inspires you, go watch their thing, or watch that movie, or read that book. Be inspired, because that can help you steady your aim. So card-wise, I'm going to show this one because this is, I think, where we're working towards today. The Ordinariness card. And this card is chop wood, carry water, but it's also, yes, just keep swimming, but look for the beauty, look for the good around you, and let those moments, let those glimmers, let the happy inspire you, because there's a lot of other stuff. Now, we had this yesterday too, I think. So there's some seeds, there's some beautiful things on the horizon. Keep looking towards them. But in this moment, we are working through some stuff. We got some suppression. We've got the stress card. Blah. Ooh. This is funny. The card for the oracle card of the day is vocalization. And I told somebody today, you were struggling with like meditation or sitting still, and I was like, sometimes you also just need to scream. And I feel that in these cards. There's a lot of energies that are moving through right now from beyond this time. And so if you are feeling the stress and the suppression, please be willing to let it out, like find a pillow, scream into it, do it while you're in your car, wherever. But let that energy out, and also maybe shake the sillies out. We've also got the Hermit card. We've got a call to aloneness. And I think this is just to kind of steady and recalibrate ourselves, because this full moon is a lot of energy coming in. Just be aware of that. So recalibration, tuning into the self is important. Besides this, you can book a reading. You can book a clearing. 2026 year ahead readings are available, and the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. You have the power, and may your guiding light be strong. and know that you can trust the process. Namaste.